The Time Cube Theory, a Conspiracy Corner mini-documentary. The Time Cube Theory was an unconventional cosmological and philosophical system proposed by Jean Ray, 1941 to 2015, an American autodidact who presented his ideas primarily through a self-published website active from the late 1990s until the early 2010s. Ray described the time cube as a foundational truth about the nature of time, reality, and human perception, asserting that conventional science, education, and religion had fundamentally misunderstood time itself. At the core of Ray's theory was the claim that time does not progress as a single linear dimension. Instead, he argued that each day contains four simultaneous, independent, corner days, corresponding to the Earth's rotation and its division into four quadrants defined by sunrise, midday, sunset, and midnight. According to Ray, these four temporal frames coexist within a single 24-hour period, forming what he described as a cube of time. This structure, he insisted, was self-evident yet universally ignored. Ray rejected the standard scientific conception of time as a continuous dimension measured uniformly across space. He maintained that the rotation of the Earth necessarily generates four distinct temporal perspectives at any given moment, and that recognizing only one of these constituted a fundamental error in human understanding. In Ray's view, this error had cascading consequences, corrupting physics, philosophy, mathematics, theology, and education. A central assertion of the time cube theory was that simultaneous four-day time occurs within a single Earth rotation. Ray argued that while clocks register one day, reality experiences 4 days at once, each anchored to a different directional frame. He presented diagrams depicting a cube, with each face or corner representing a different temporal direction, often aligned with cardinal points or diurnal phases. These diagrams were intended to illustrate how time, rather than being linear or cyclical, is volumetric and cubic in nature. Ray further claimed that human beings are biologically and perceptually constrained to experience only one of these four temporal perspectives at a time. This limitation, he argued, resulted in a fragmented and incomplete understanding of reality. He frequently characterized this condition as a form of systemic ignorance imposed by societal institutions, particularly formal education systems, which he accused of perpetuating one-day time dogma. Beyond its claims about time, the time cube theory incorporated a broader critique of established knowledge. Ray rejected mainstream physics, including relativity, and dismissed conventional mathematics as fundamentally flawed. He also expressed strong opposition to organized religion, which he viewed as complicit in obscuring temporal truth. In his writings, Ray framed himself as a solitary discoverer, confronting a hostile and intellectually dishonest world. The presentation style of the time cube theory was as distinctive as its content. Ray's website featured dense blocks of capitalized text, unconventional grammar, repeated slogans, and confrontational rhetoric. He frequently accused readers of ignorance or complicity if they failed to understand or accept his conclusions. While this tone drew attention, it also made the theory difficult to parse and contributed to its marginalization. Despite its lack of acceptance within academic or scientific communities, the time cube achieved a degree of cultural notoriety, particularly on the early internet. It became a subject of fascination, parody, and analysis, often cited as an example of outsider theory or extreme personal cosmology. Some observers interpreted the theory as a form of performance art or conceptual provocation, while others viewed it through the lens of mental health discourse. Ray himself consistently maintained that his work was literal, factual, and of world historical importance. Jean Ray attempted at various times to monetize or formalize his ideas, including by offering lectures and seeking recognition from academic institutions. These efforts were largely unsuccessful. Nevertheless, he remained committed to promoting the time cube until his death, regarding it as an unacknowledged but absolute truth. In retrospect, the time cube theory occupies a distinctive place in the history of unconventional thought. While it lacks empirical support and coherence by scientific standards, it serves as a notable example of how deeply held personal systems of belief can develop independently of and in opposition to established knowledge frameworks. Its persistence and visibility illustrate the role of the Internet in enabling the dissemination of highly idiosyncratic theories, as well as the enduring human impulse to reimagine fundamental concepts such as time, reality, and truth.